How's everybody doing today? Here we have a 2020 Chevy Trax. I'm not sure if I videoed the diagnostics on this or not, so I'm just going to go over this real quick. So in the scanner we had a I don't remember the code, but it was for the ambient air temperature sensor. Customer complaint is the AC is not working. This is the ambient air temperature sensor, and that's the part number. Make sure it looks right. Start it back up. Shut it off, start it back up. Bless you. Ice. Possible. Drive with care. Because in the scanner data, ice possible, drive with care. Because in the scanner data, it was showing negative 40s. So we're going to replace this ambient air temperature sensor and confirm that the AC is working. Okay, I just popped the new sensor in there. The one that actually fits it is a standard AX156. So to change that, I just dropped down this shield here and then pulled down this with one hand, stuck my arm up in there to right there, unplugged it, and this just pops out. You just pull it out, push the new one back in. Well, I plugged it in first and then pushed it in, but that's all you do to change it. All right, let's see how this air conditioner works. I didn't hear it kick on. Let's see. Let's look at the, I might have to erase the code. Let me erase the code real quick. Okay, I erased the code. AC is still not coming on. Ambient air temperature sensor, 1 degrees. Ambient air temperature sensor percentage, 89. What the heck? We'll have to go back and look and see what degrees it said before in my picture. Alright, here's my little wiring diagram. The instrument cluster panel. The ambient air temperature sensor, low and signal, so ground and signal, both coming from the computer. We got a connector X200, connector X105, connector X101, and we got black and light blue and gray. So I'm tearing apart the front bumper to get to this X101 and check it first. And I pulled this side off, and it's this wire goes to the ambient air temperature sensor, comes up here, runs up in yonder, and then I looked up through here and you can see it run across here, comes over here. So I took this side apart and I get up in here and look around, and I see a connector right there that's unplugged. So I reach my hand up in there. You ain't gonna be able to see this. Let me see if I can pull it. Reach my stinking hand up in there. And I think I got it pulled around where you see it. Right there. There's the other end. So it's freaking unplugged. So now I just gotta plug that into that. Right there. So somebody has had the bumper off or something and doing some body work to it or something. I don't know what they're doing to it. Kind of looks like it's got a new condenser in it. Yeah. I don't know. Actually, the radiator and condenser looks brand new, but compared to this down here, they're very shiny. So I think somebody just forgot to plug it back in. So I'm gonna plug that in, see if the AC works. Okay, got it plugged in. Okay, now remember it had the hood's open, but it had change oil soon. It had the ambient air temperature warning in the dash. Don't see that now. Let's see here, get some air going. Let's click this off, see if we hear a change. Didn't hear a change. Might have to let's see, I don't even think I have. Oh goodness, I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't even think I have the ambient air temperature sensor plugged in. Because I don't even have the sensor in there at all. Because I didn't know which one I was going to put back in it. I was going to put the old one back in and send the new one back if we didn't need it. So I think I have both of them sitting somewhere.
What?
Let's see here. Not there. See if it's in the car. There it is. Yeah. There's my new sensor. There's my old sensor. Alright, so let me put the old sensor in. Okay. So right here is the ambient air sensor, ambient air temperature sensor connector. So we'll plug that in. And I guess that's good enough to check and see if it's back in the vehicle. Now let's listen. I didn't hear it click in again. Ice possible, drive with care. I can try to reset the codes, or I can just change the sensor. Let me hook up my scanner. Reset the codes. Now what's weird is that ice possible drive with care didn't show up till I plugged that sensor in. That's a little strange. Okay. Ambient air temperature still shows -31. So I'm going to pop the new sensor in real quick. I erased the codes. Still shows -31. So I'm gonna pop this new sensor in. New sensor's in, still shows -31. So there might be another problem. That might not even have been the plug. I don't know. I might be getting ahead of myself because I was just, I seen it unplugged and might be jumping to some conclusions. Let's clear the code. Still shows -31. I might have to pull this bumper after all. Alright, I'm going to pull this out and check and see what I have here. Before I just had two opens. So I'm going to check that real quick. Okay, I just got the bumper pulled back a little bit where I can see a little better. And I do have some green crusties in that connector. And this is a black and light blue and light blue and gray. So that is the ambient air temperature sensor connector. I'm gonna clean that off with some electrical cleaner a little dielectric grease on it and see if it'll work. There's little things everywhere not hooked where they're supposed to be, so somebody's definitely been in here and doing something. Okay, frustrated but a happy man. The AC is working. So now, ambient air temperature sensor, 82 degrees. Now I will tell you how I came to that conclusion. I'm at least AC is cold. I'm probably 2 hours from when I made the last little bit of the video. So, first, it had been in a wreck. It's got a lot of new parts, radiator, condenser, core support, these little brackets right here, stuff like that. So this connector was unplugged. It shuts that fan off. This connector was unplugged. So I cleaned that up, plugged it in, still nothing. And if you want to know what you should have on this, on the signal return, the ground, you should have a ground. On the signal wire from the ECM, you should have 3.2. So at first I wasn't clear or sure if that was right or if I should have power or what, but that is the correct number because it is working. Okay. So number 222. So I was just like researching description of operation and anything, looking up connector views, and finally I found this. I don't even know what this is under, but I found ambient air temperature calibration reset with ambient air temperature sensor wired to ECM. Now, apparently, this goes to, the code was in the instrument cluster. So I don't know, I'd have to pull that. Yeah, so this don't even go to what mine is, because mine is wired to the instrument cluster panel, is what the diagram showed. That's just me drawing out the diagram. But so this don't even correlate with mine, but it says failure to perform this procedure may result in poor system performance, blah, 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 blah. Not all ECMs have the ambient air temperature sensor calibration reset function in the scan tool. If it's not present, a reset procedure is not necessary. So I was looking in the ECM. Let me turn the key back on. I looked through the ECM, couldn't find anything. Just for the heck of it, looked through the body control module, couldn't find anything. But I went into the instrument panel cluster because that is where it's wired to, and I went to special functions or functional test. Okay, this is not it. How did I find it? Let's see. Module setup. I went into module setup. CAN bus configuration learn. Wow. Can you believe it, bro? CAN bus configuration learn. I hit that. As soon as I hit that, it had you shut the key off, turn the key back on, went back to data. And bam, it said 82 degrees for the ambient air temperature sensor. And it was negative 32, negative 31. Fired the car up and it worked. So I'm just happy it's done. But I think that's stuff like this, you would know this stuff more if you worked in a dealership and seen this stuff every day. But like I said, I'm 2 hours probably from when I was recording last. And but hey, I'm just happy it's done. Hopefully this will help somebody, because I would assume even if you do have a bad ambient air temperature sensor, you're still going to need to do this reset after you change it, because it calibrates. If it calibrates a bad value in there, like this one had negative 31, you have to reset it. So, CAN bus calibration relearn. So I'm just going over it one more time. It's in instrument cluster, under module setup, CAN bus configuration learn. All right. I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a great day.